Hello to all of my star brothers and sisters. How are you all? Do you see me? I see you. I hope you see me. Today, we are coming from a place of love. I hope you are doing well, by the way. I hope you're doing well. Great. And funny, too. By funny, I don't mean funny like feel funny. I mean like feeling up for a joke. Because I feel like today is gonna be funny. Funny if you see it that way. So first, oh yeah, your loved ones and your pets, now that I see somebody over there wiggling their ears. I hope you, your loved ones, and your pets are doing well. We're going to be using the Neon Tarot today. Let me do my prayer for us today. Gods, goddesses, ascended masters, angels, archangels, and anyone that's in my favor that's working with me and the collective for our highest good, we invite you to join us for this reading. Exit. Protect us. Don't exit. Protect us from all dark magic and all spell work sent to harm me and my loved ones, my star brothers and sisters and their loved ones, back to the sender. Clear, precise, concise messages for us so that I can understand them clearly, so that I can give them and so they can understand them. Wait. Make them clear for me to understand and to express to the star brothers and sisters. If you are looking for an answer, I hope I have it. If you're looking for a joke, I hope there's one here. And if you are looking for anything else, don't know what to tell you. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a message from your higher self. I can already feel that. So let's see what you, higher self, universe, energy has for you. Maybe something that you are not seeing clearly. Remove the veil of falseness. Allow us to see clearly, please. What is this about? This is about not being able to relax. I'm not going to say that this is about an awakening, because maybe the awakening is, I'm not going to say awakening. I'm going to say this is the realization that you need to chill. Daddy, chill. Okay? Or mommy, chill. Whoever it is, you need to chill. You need to meditate. If you've been meditating, you need to get up and start doing stuff and using that meditation that you've used or that you practiced out in the real world, out in your field, out in wherever you've been training to be. It's time to put it to practice. It's time to teach others about it. Teach others how to use it and how you've used it and how it's helped you. And this, for me, is meaning a lot. Wow. So you can see that the rest is either done or it needs to start taking place. By the looks of it, for some of you, this means it's time to expand. It's time to expand your meditation practice. It's time to expand. I'm seeing more like take action on your what you've been receiving during your meditations. This message is for someone that is already been meditating. You can meditate while you're at work, but this is more of like you've been practicing resting. You've been practicing taking time for yourself and to be alone with yourself. If you can't be alone with yourself, you know, like if you're in a place like a prison or in a crowded home or just at work a lot where there's a lot of people, it can be difficult. So that's where I would say that this message is for those that are really proficient at meditating, or if you've been alone or you have time where you can spend quietly or alone or doing some type of guided meditation. This is more like a dream work as well. I don't know why that word, I've never heard that word ever. DreamWorks? Maybe DreamWorks, like the animation company, like the animation company. I love that imagination. That type of graphic special, you know, I don't even know what it's called, but I love it. Obviously not enough. Anyway. Okay, so the next card was the foundation of this message, which is awesome. It's your creativity. It's your, maybe you're pregnant. Maybe you want to get pregnant. Maybe you have a new idea. Maybe you are, yeah, see this, it even looks like she's meditating here. It looks like she has her eyes closed. Like she looks like she's wielding a hand or a ball like this, like one of the giant crystal balls. Maybe you like crystal balls. Maybe you want to try using a crystal ball. I like her leggings. Very cool. It's like futuristic tore down beauty, you know what I'm saying? Like the Jetsons. Like she's on outer space, Jetson style. You may have long hair. You may have really beautiful hair. Like you may actually do hair. Or you want to do hair. You may have colorful hair. You may have a lot of I'm seeing a mermaid now. You may like to swim a lot. You may love mermaids. These messages are going to be very specific. See, now I'm seeing like coral reefs right here with the expansion card. You may love The Little Mermaid, something in The Little Mermaid. Something in that movie makes you feel that like wonder, that hope, like that like there could be so much more. Like that movie makes you feel that, and that is the kind of feeling that you're kind of being called to be in order to be able to take the actions that you need to take to be more of who you are meant to be. Fantasy is really not that. Speaking of fantasy, the Fool. This kind of is giving me a little bit of like anime, Dragon Ball Z. If you see there, the dog kind of looks like a girl. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's very like human-y. She also looks like an ancient cat. You may have a cat. You may love cats and dogs. You may want a hybrid. That was too much. But once in a blue moon, okay? You may like to drink blue moon. You may be called to drink. Maybe you have one in the fridge. Drink it. It kind of looks like a spotlight, you know? Like on Broadway, or like, you know how when the focus goes directly on one person or one spot on the stage, this is kind of what it gives me a little bit. Like, let your imagination take center stage for a moment to have this new beginning in your life where things can be beautiful again. Wonderful golden afternoon from Alice in Wonderland hitting here. Cheshire Cat, of course, Cheshire Doggish Cat. And of course, Santa Claus and the reindeer over his head. Your birthday may be around Christmas. So this is what's on your mind, by the way, a new beginning. Sorry, forgot to mention what this card even stands for. So what's on your mind? Creating a family, creating a life, creating your own business, creating your own hair care product, creating something that has to do with beauty. Maybe you're really into nature. You're into going outside, seeing the sun, taking in the sun, seeing the trees, the birds. I'm also seeing like feathers in her hair now. Three, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, you are definitely getting a new beginning. Let's see where this is. Where was your like your jumping point that is getting you on this new beginning? Just to make sure that, you know, we're getting this message through to who it needs to get to. I don't want any message to be assumed. I want this message to be for who it's really going to be for. Not everything that I say is for you, and that's okay. That's okay for you to look at another video, because at least one of these is going to have something for you, and if not all of them. There's a reason why you're here. You're meant to hear. Okay. The recent past is now leaving the situation for the viewer. Take a deep breath. Did I tell you to take a deep breath? Take a deep breath. See? Okay. Ooh, nostalgia. Woo, woo, woo. Getting over some serious nostalgia. Lots of feelings. Lots of emotional. This is a long time coming. This is a long time building. 6, 66. I see 66. You could be 66 years old. You could be, again, December wants to appear in another way. 12. Something could be happening this December. This December. Is that how the song goes? This December. I don't know. I've heard a song say this December, though. I know I am wrong about that. So 12, in the near future. I mean, we're not going to say that, we're not just going to brush off the past like that, but it looks like you've made peace with it, which is a good thing. It wasn't like heartbreak. And it could have been something that had to do with all the way since childhood, to be quite honest. It doesn't have to be something romantic. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be as simple as making peace with your inner child or starting to heal your inner child. As you can see here, there's a little girl. There's the beautiful hair again. And there's the coral reefs in my mind again. It looks like they're underwater, which is an very emotional card here. Yeah, making peace with the imagination. Letting yourself know that it is okay to be imaginative. Handing your you of now your flowers. Somebody has done some healing, transformative healing. And now that's why you are headed towards a new beginning. And it looks like your ships are coming in. If you are waiting for, let me see, your future spot. If you are, King of Wands in reverse. Oh, I see. Okay. Spirit, what is this King of Wands in reverse? You may have someone in your life that is abusive. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. I'll say it just because people say it. And I care about how this may make someone else feel. I do care. So, if trigger warning is the word that needs to be said in order for someone to avoid heartache or some discomfort that is beyond my means of understanding, I will say that. So trigger warning, this is about just someone that is not a good leader. Someone that is a scrub. An energetic scrub. So you wouldn't be able to tell. Not you. Especially because this, you're in this newness of of wonder and awe and I'm coming out and you better get this started. Like you've made peace with your past. You've made peace with parts of yourself. You have held yourself, and now you want to hold somebody else and you want them to hold you the same way that you held yourself. And this person can see that. This person is someone that can see that in awe. So, one more card about this King of Wands in reverse, please. The Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Someone that will come like a thief in the night. Someone that always is down on their luck. Someone that always seems like their world is always falling apart, but this is why. Is because they turn the wheel in such a nasty way for it to come, because it never works out, by the way. This is not something that works. That's why it's in reverse. The Seven of Swords is in reverse because they didn't know that you actually did the work. They don't know that you actually have done the work and that you're listening to this message. This person thinks you're the same. For some of you, this is someone that was in, this is a past person. And for others of you, this is a part of yourself that you are dealing with and that you are still working through. And some rest and meditation will help this right here. I'm gonna get some more words here just directly from the author of the deck. I love the wording that they use. If you haven't liked the video, like it. If it's sounding like you, if it's sounding like something that you are learning from or at least grasping from. I thought this was gonna be a funny message. Where's the funny? I don't like this King of Wands in reverse. I don't like it. Okay, it says, see, this is what I'm talking about. It says, this person might prefer to take the back seat and avoid leadership at work. You might not be proactive and you might not take charge of your finances and relationships. Okay. Try to take, by the way, this could be an aspect of you where you don't want to be the one to make the call. You know, you don't want to be the one to make the choice because you could make the wrong choice. That could just be an aspect of you, and it's something you need to work on. It says, try to take productive steps towards your goals. You have the ability to realize your dreams. So this with the Four of Swords, that just clarifies what I was saying. Clarifies it fully. You have the ability to realize your dreams, which is this new beginning. Look at that. You have the ability. That's a superpower in his hands. You have the ability. And this is not even the King of Wands card, but it's just showing you how the cards correlate. Correlate. Okay. Okay, so in the past, you were more in charge. I get it. Sometimes we get swayed by the wind of life. And, you just start to be like, you know what? You can't please nobody. I can barely please myself, for God's sake. I give up on being a leader. I give up on having to make the hard choices. I give up on a lot. But then, your finances start to feel it, and then your relationships start to feel it, and it could not be good. It could be. It could end in this. So this could be speaking about you. Now, for others of you, this other person is hopeless, and they see you as helpless. So just keep that out there. This person could be a fire sign. This person could be an air sign. Okay? Okay, they could be an earth sign as well, or you could be an earth sign. You could be a Taurus. But new love is definitely on your mind and someone else's mind. So truths are coming to light now. Oh, I just got the story. So this person right here is going through like major burning of karmic debt. Major. It could be past life. Yeah, it's past life. So both of you are actually going through the same thing. And both of you have the same, if not something that you can both heal from, through, together. And that's why they're in this reading as well. It says, truths are coming to light now, coming clean about some kind of dishonesty and manipulation, and confessing is the best option now. Those looking for love or development in their lives may need to stop playing games and admit any wrongdoings to be able to make progress. That's on page 69. That's a 15. That's another 15. So that's Capricorn. That's the devil card in the tarot. So there is some type of obsession here. There's a type of bondage that is keeping you two away from each other. This could either be somebody else, some type of thinking, some toxic way of thinking, some toxic perception of what love is supposed to be. Now, bear with me. For others of you, this is all about you. This is about you confessing to yourself about why things are not going in your favor, which they will. It's just at the moment I can see that you're reminiscing on the past and you are thinking of the glory days. in the future, I see you coming head on facing this, facing and winning over this imbalance between the roles in with you and your work, and you and your finances, you and your spending, you and someone else, or you and your hobbies and your work and your love life. I see you coming head on to this imbalance and making it through and seeing the results, seeing the fruit bear. 17 is the star card in the tarot deck, which is a very hopeful card. So have hope, okay? It may feel like you are literally falling upside down with Star Wars Jedi swords lunging at you, and all you see is lava and volcanic ash going up in smoke in your head, in your world. But it's gonna be okay. Very easy for me to say. Let me have the cards tell you that, okay? So, how you see yourself right now, and this may not be the best card, but it's one that's honest. And wouldn't you rather know how you are truly perceiving yourself as to not even knowing how you see yourself, and maybe others are seeing you much better than what you actually see yourself as being? I agree. Okay. See? The star card in reverse. The star card in reverse. You ain't juggling shit. You feel like you're missing every catch. You feel like your emotions are all out of whack. You feel like this once in a blue moon has become your new forever. And that's sometimes is what you're made. This looks like a dark night, and I dare say of the soul. And guess what? Have hope. Because on the other side, there's the sun. And there's the hair again. And the hair on my locks and curls and short and smooth and silky. I am the sun in my hair. Okay. All right. So in reverse, let's just get the words. By the way, like it for the synchronicity. For the synchronicity. Like it for the synchronicity, man. For the synchronicity. For the synchronicities. All right. The star, reverse. 6, 7, 8. That's on page 26. You may be 26. 26. Going on. And 6 plus 2 is 8, which means you are getting stronger. And you are also being asked to be brave and courageous and confident. And know that you are not facing the end of the world. You are not facing a monster. You are facing yourself and aspects of yourself that you must always learn to love, because you can't escape you. Okay, you might have lost faith and hope in the universe. You might have lost faith and hope in the universe. You may be feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges right now. Take time out for self-care. That's what I said at the beginning of the reading, so go ahead and look at the beginning of the reading if you really want to see that I'm telling you the truth. Okay? Take time out for self-care and focus. Listen, focus. There's that word again. All week, I've been being called to focus. 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 It will pay off. Focus. If you focus on what will pay you and what matters to you and what makes you happy, there's no way you can fail. There's no room for misery. Anyway, take time out for self-care and focus on your own personal and spiritual needs to find your balance. Who said that? I said that. Okay. How others see you. This is the one that... Shit. That's okay. Who cares? Do you see that? That's it. That's a light at the end of the freaking... At the end of the... Let me read it to you. Page of Wands is like... Well, Page of Wands is a good news. So if you're in reverse, you bring bad news. Like, well, I mean, you've lost hope. You lost hope. You felt like all hope was lost. Who has good news when you feel like all hope is lost? All hope. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody, baby. Okay, Page of Wands. Gotta refresh the thing, you know. You may feel unmotivated. That's what they're seeing, okay? This is how they perceive you, and don't shoot me. Roll. You may feel unmotivated, lethargic. You see how it changed? Get that energy out of here. You may feel unmotivated, lethargic, uninspired. You may fail to launch a project, have setbacks, fail to commit, don't find your passion, or have self-limiting beliefs, honey. Did I not say that? Inner child issues can come to the surface. Bro, I said that. It's gonna become something so common. I'm gonna just continue reading, like, fail to commit, don't find your passion, or have self-limiting beliefs. Inner child issues can come to the surface. Think about what is holding you back. Focus on your spiritual path to gain understanding. Nothing is permanent, and this phase too shall pass. Not on my watch, said Iyanla. The puppy is still sleeping, so Spirit is touching their ears, especially for tonight's reading. You're late. I yelled almost 5 seconds ago. Oh my God, somebody had to sigh 3 times? He went, Okay. I cast out any lethargic energy from my puppy right now. Gone. All right. So this too shall pass. By the way, I kind of want to really put that up there because... Okay, so Page of Wands, right? And I'm not sure if you could see... Where's the child thing? Okay, so inner child. I can't read backwards. Okay, so let's first start with the self-limiting beliefs. Self-limiting beliefs, and that is the Page of Wands, in case you want to go there. And then, uh-oh, my pages are falling out. And then the inner child, there it is, inner child issues. You see that? That's what I said. Okay? All right. See, I'm still working through a lot of my things, as you can tell. Like that, having to prove myself is something that I myself am working on, and it'll be gone. It'll be gone. Yep. Okay. So that's how they see you. Now, what are your hopes? Your hopes are to find a good man. Your hopes are to be able to move forward. And your fears are that some hot-headed, steam-headed, no good smoking, you know, one night Hulk Hogan ain't holding nothing, comes running in and sweeps you off your blessings. That's your fears. Some more fears are just rushing into things, and also having a lack of foresight. That's a fear of yours. I feel like fears are really personal. But the Knight of Wands in reverse could signify a number of things, but in this case, it is to do with a lack of movement and progression and action. So, or too quick action. Without little regard, with no to little regard for consequences. Let me see. Knight of Wands. Excuse me. It says you could be lacking enthusiasm and ambition, so you're scared to stay in that. You're scared to stay. Or that is a fear. That is one fear, one, and fear is a lie. Fear is a lie. Because as we saw, this too shall pass. That's right. Backfire on Autumn. Trying to scare us. Trying to fear me out. You can't fear me out. Okay, it says an ambition to make ventures successful right now. Or alternatively, you might be overly confident, hasty, volatile, or a daredevil. There's that devil again. So 15, 15, 15. You may have some self-sabotaging qualities, or thought processes that lead to hasty, daredevil type moves they're not the best. So it is advisable to be cautious right now with your actions. This is the message. With your actions, projects, relationships, or spendings. And that is on page 44. So definitely talking about your stability, definitely talking about what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel grounded. It's saying that's a message right there. It is advisable to be cautious right now with your actions, projects, relationships, or spendings. On page 44, you're going to get through this. You're going to get stronger through this. But at the moment, it's just saying to hold on and save if you are spending a lot, hecticana. As Amberlynn says, okay, hecticana. And you may be overeating as well. That's okay, I do that. It's about knowing what you do and in excess of what you do it and being aware of that. That's when you start to know you can win. That was funny. Okay. Next message. The best possible outcome in this situation. And the possible outcome in this situation. Okay, it wanted to flip up, but it's this. Recovery, celebration, being whole, a real celebration, like a cause for celebration. Like you may end up like going out and celebrating a birthday or a milestone or the fact that you got over this difficult period of your life, or me, myself, and I, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. That's what I found out. Okay? Applying what you've learned and still loving each and every part of yourself. That's a 13, by the way. That's a major transformation that leads to new love, which leads to your new beginning. It had to end. Just in case you're wondering what this card is about, it had to end. It was always destined to be this way. In case you are thinking, why? Right now, maybe you are feeling completely defeated and like you have 10 swords in your back. But you're being called to meditate, take time. As you can tell, it's like the time that you give yourself has to be first taken. Because it's not easy to give ourselves time. Either to heal, to feel, or to understand. But I see you coming out of this extremely victorious, putting an end to something that needed and was going to end regardless of whatever choice you made. It was always meant to be like this. I feel like that takes a lot of the responsibility off of you, and it should, because it's not your fault. I like the way they shine. You may be hungry. I'm hungry. Shoot, they got 3 plates on their head. I don't know if they're gonna share one or what. Goldilocks and the 3 bears. She took all their food and ran. Now let me see here. I'm going to read you the last part of this, which is the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. And hopefully you get something else out of here. And if not, I hope that that message was clear for whoever it was meant to be reached. Whoever was meant to hear it. I don't even know what I just said. Hold on. Excuse me. I'm a little bit tired. Okay. Three of Cups, right? Girl, these pages is sworn enemies. Three of Cups is where I wanna be. Okay, we're getting to the cup. Fuck, I jinxed it. Oh my. Oh my word. Oh my Lord. 3. There we go. There are reunions, celebrations, gatherings in your life. You are spending quality time with people you cherish. These are happy times, uplifting energies, and good feelings. You are enjoying the company of others. There is laughing, love, and support. This can be a good time to celebrate your success with close friends and family, or to collaborate with others. That's on page 50. Big 50. I can't wait. Can't wait. Yes, I can. 10 of Swords. All right. Y'all love me. Y'all love me. Y'all love me. Y'all love me. Yeah, you love me. There's only a stop on this, so I can't like pause it and then come back to the page. Swords. Oh my God, Swords, where are you? Queen. No. 10. Okay, found it. Hey. Okay. So, 10 of Swords. You are on the way to recovery and regeneration. So maybe it is your birthday. And regeneration. That's another 10, by the way. That's another end. End. The 10 with the wheel. Things are getting better and the worst is over. See? You are pulling yourself together and learning from past hardships. Alternatively, you may be resisting an inevitable end or change. Focus, there's the word. Focus, the focus. Focus on how endings can bring you new things so you can start afresh. That's on page 72. That is a 9. You're being asked to have patience, to create balance in your life. It's not even saying like work life. It's not saying create work-life balance. No, it's saying create a calm atmosphere. Because Once you can create a calm atmosphere, you are able to focus. Okay, I hope this message helped. Until next time, bye.